So I'm recording. So what we're going to do, we start with find. That's what I like to do now instead of required. Instead of given. So blah, 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 blah. Determine the time needed for the sack to strike the floor. So T to hit floor. And the range R where the sack begins to pile up. Okay, so we're going to need to find, I need to stay here. We're going to need to find how long it takes and how far it goes in the X. Well, just thinking about it, what we're probably going to do is use the Y equation and solve for the time. That's what, right? Because we know it's 6 meters high. We also know, looking at the picture, so I keep messing this up. I'm so used to doing given, required, solution. So the given, so we're going to need to know the initial distances and the initial velocities to be able to solve these equations. So the y0, where does it start off at? Well, I was going to say it starts at 6 meters above the ground, but just to use what that person does, this person puts the origin at the chute tip. Okay? So y0 is 0. Okay? Vy0, what's the initial velocity if this thing is shooting horizontally at 12 meters per second? What's the vertical velocity? 0. Okay? x0 equals 0, and Vx0 equals 12 meters per second. Okay? Now at impact, we don't know the time, that's what it's asking, but where will it end up? We know that y, I'll put F for final, is minus 6 meters, right? Because we took the origin up at the tip of the chute. X final is R, that's what we're looking for. I think that's all that's given. Oh, and then we know also, of course, that AY is minus G and AX is 0. That's a projectile. That's a definition of a projectile problem. Okay. So let's write out all our equations for distance. So we know that y is y0 plus vy0t minus 1/2 gt squared. We just went over that. Okay. So when it hits the ground, it'll be at minus 6 meters. That was 0. Well, that's nice, because that was 0. And this was in meters. So we need g in meters per second squared, not feet per second squared. I won't get right. We won't get the right answer. Okay, so T equals, and I got the computer here where I can use Excel. Thank you. Okay. So now that we know that, x is x0 plus vx0t, and there's no x acceleration, right? Okay, so that was 0 plus 12 times 1.22, and 14.68 meters. Okay? So the sack hits There we go. Oh, bummer. Okay, that's that.